Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Panthers are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Saints team that will need to avoid those turnovers. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And right away, he lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Left side and caught by Planer. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll run it here with Pierce. And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, 26 yards. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down throw for Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Carolina first. Red zone opportunity. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A run here with Pierce. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe Super toe.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Newton now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side and caught by Flainer. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Flainer. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauntlett. Drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, jumping over. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Newton to throw. And Olsen over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Newton on first down. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Looking to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it to Thomas. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Wake up. Come on now. 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now they're in the hurry up. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw now on first down. And Josh Hill has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you call it a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Newton now on second down. Surveying the field. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Newton, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Gone! No. Check, Patriot! 319!
He'll look to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So they're going to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Brenza's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Yards still left on 2nd down. Second and 10. Newton again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Delvin Breaux with a pick.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Brenza now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And complete on the right side to Bennett. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
back to the air. Newton on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. Throwing on third down, Newton. And that's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the rookie's free. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And Brenza's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Tony D. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Newton. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, my friend, losing is one thing. You lose in the division, it kind of hurts a little bit more, doesn't it?
It not only does it hurt a little bit more, it almost feels like 2 losses or 2 wins, because when you get your tiebreaker at the end of the year, a win over a divisional rival could often mean the difference of you moving on or staying at home.
Yeah, and I asked you that from the losing perspective. If you win, a little more pep in your step this week.
A lot more pep in your step. A divisional win, rivalry game, and for the team that didn't win it, they've got to pick themselves up a little bit quicker because they've got to move on and get ready for the next game.
So for the Saints, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.